Exclusive contract from Feilu Novel Network Novel. Understanding against heaven. People in the Wasteland, join chat group. In ancient times, the Emperor's star was buried, and the Feathered Divine Dynasty is at the era of the rise of the ruthless Emperor. Did the Empress pay homage to me? Hanyi. The only way for a young master to save his life is to promise him with his own life. Zheng. Thank you very much, young master, for helping me grow up. I have lived in the Great Qin for eternity. Tang Zichen. Can Chinese martial arts also become holy in the body? Thank you, young master. Hehe.Ma Xiaoling. Young master, everyone on my side is going to perish, seeking protection. Medusa. When will the young master come to my snake tribe to propose marriage? Tang San. Look at me, blue silver grass. AhMogana. I am the greatest evil in the universe, come and play. Shen. When will the young master come to see me again? Emperor Yi. Aren't you brothers? My descendants, demons and demons, you all. Let's have a fight. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. The Empress's Era. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In ancient times. Shinshu Cave Heaven, Outer Gate Spirit Medicine Garden. Jiangnan sat on the nearby grassland, feeling a bit confused. Just now, he awakened his past life memories. He travels through time. This body is my own, growing up in this world from a young age. It's only now that I have awakened my past life memories. For a moment, countless messages made Jiangnan feel dizzy. This world is very wrong. The Beidou, also known as the Burial Emperor Star, is infinitely vast, filled with cultivators and countless forbidden territories. There are 5 regions in the world. Eastern Desert, Western Desert, the Nanling Mountain, Beiyuan and Zhongzhou. Among them, Zhongzhou is the most vast and boundless, making it difficult for cultivators to cross. Jiangnan is located in the Nanling Mountain, a small and remote country. Even in this remote and small country, there are billions of people who can enter this sect of cultivation, and in the eyes of the common people, they are already considered superior cultivators. Although he is now just an outsider's servant disciple, he has already made countless people envious. These basic knowledge have been known in Jiangnan through years of studying in sections. But now with past life memories, some are different. This is a bit familiar. I am also familiar with the realm of cultivation, such as the Wheel C, Dao Palace, Level 4, Dragon Transformation. Also, the most powerful force in Zhongzhou is the Feather God Dynasty. Jiangnan has heard of its divine power in the remote the Nanling Mountains. The Feather God Dynasty, left behind by Emperor Feather. Inherited from the ancient heavenly court, boasting that the heavenly court has countless divine generals and soldiers. I just thought about what era it was, but it doesn't seem like it's from a later era. I understand a bit now. So, this is the era of the rise of empresses. Is he in the same era as the peerless empress, the ruthless emperor, and the future supreme powers of all heavens? Jiangnan is very peculiar. What I'm looking forward to is maybe seeing what the peerless empress looks like. Unexpectedly, be careful not to be slapped to death by the empress, who is known as ruthless. There can only be one emperor in an era. If he also has expectations, wouldn't he want to compete with the empress for the position of the emperor? The key is that he doesn't have much qualifications either. I didn't have any memory before, I just relied on myself to do it, and now I am just a miscellaneous disciple outside the sect. The peak of the Feather God Dynasty indicates that the Empress has not yet risen. How about? Can we cultivate it, cough, and make friends? Hug your thighs. But this thigh, if you don't hold it well, you'll also die. Let's not talk about whether the Empress will be embraced or not. The Empress has risen all the way, facing 9 deaths and 10 enemies in all directions. Related to it, if life is not tough enough, be careful not to die even more tragically. I think a bit too far, it's just the fusion of memories from 2 lifetimes, and I've figured out many things. Now he is just a miscellaneous disciple, and he hasn't even entered the Luanhai realm yet. That is to say, we have not yet opened up a bitter sea. The fusion of 2 lifetimes of memory triggers opportunities, with 100% brain domain development and unlimited increase in comprehension. Jiang Nan was pleasantly surprised, really. I used to feel that my thoughts were particularly clear, and many things were easily understood with just one thought. It's really like this. Now fully integrated, with an incredibly clear mind. Not to mention anything else, just about cultivation. Many of my thoughts and doubts were suddenly enlightened at this moment. It's too simple. There is a feeling that advanced mathematics has suddenly been simplified to 1 plus 1. My mind was in a daze like a supercomputer, and I instantly understood the sequence. The essence of heaven and earth is difficult to perceive before. It's as if it's visible to the naked eye now, effortlessly picked it up. The 4 realms of the Wheel of the Sea, the beginner realm of the bitter sea. Firstly, one needs to sense their own wheel of life. Previously, Jiang Nan could not feel it, so they have been unable to enter and have been working as miscellaneous disciples outside. Now Jiang Nan Qingxin has sensed it. The wheel of life guides the essence and surges into the bitter sea. Newcomers should not easily challenge themselves like this. They need guidance from their sect elders and assistance from spiritual medicine resources such as Baichao liquid. Jiang Nan no longer needs it, as there is more and more communication between heaven and earth. Newcomers find it difficult to achieve these, which is why they need external assistance. Jiang Nan can do it now. The bitter sea is boundless, tsunamis are raging, and the waves are as heavy as thunder. Fortunately, he is in the Lingyao garden, which is usually very quiet and no one comes over. Otherwise, you can see the difference from afar, and the entire mountain and wilderness are shaking. Surrounded by countless divine lights, it roars and shines brilliantly. The first realm of the Wheel of the Sea chapter is the realm of suffering. Jiang Nan has a rebellious nature and smoothly entered without any assistance. When you first enter the sea of suffering, it is not an ordinary sea of suffering. Like others, it is just a drop of water, and you need to slowly cultivate and make the sea of suffering vast. The bitter sea opened up in Jiangnan is directly a vast ocean, with immense strength and indescribable pleasure. Ding. Zhu Tian chat group, inviting you to join. Do you want to join? Jiangnan is joyful, with a rebellious understanding. The future path is different, and the luck is also different. The Zhu Tian chat group has invited him. Join. Jiangnan Road, who still thinks there are too few golden fingers. Zhu Tian chat group. Ding. New members have joined the group. Join the chat group in Jiangnan. Jiang Luoshen joined the chat group Solitary Pursuit of Defeat. Welcome newcomers. The surrendering minister of Xianming sect said, Hehe, here we are again. Welcome. Zhang Sanfeng. Infinite Heavenly Sovereign, welcome. Zheng. Welcome newcomers. I have assassins here, we can talk later. Xiong-Ba said, Old Qin, please take it easy and don't hang up. Xiong-Ba. Welcome newcomers. Where do newcomers come from? First, report your family background. Welcome, said Li Hanyi. The Snow Moon Sword Immortal Nangong Push said, welcome with a smiling expression. Jiang Nan watched the conversation in the chat group, and there were originally a total of 7 people, all of whom appeared. I do know everyone. But they are all from the world of martial arts. Is this helpful to him? He is from the ancient times, a cultivator, a forbidden zone, everywhere, and dark turmoil can also come at any time. Xianming sect surrendered minister said, why don't the newcomers speak? They can't be illiterate, Xiong-Ba said, I think it's possible. Solitary pursuit of defeat. Don't make any fuss, don't scare the newcomers. I guess I'm still adapting. Zhang Sanfeng said, Hehe. Solitary pursuit of defeat. Newcomers don't have to be nervous. Chat groups are a great opportunity, and each of us comes from a different world. We can communicate with each other, exchange resources, and so on. Solitary pursuit of defeat. Chat groups can earn points to exchange for what you need, improve your realm, cultivate your understanding, and even use abilities such as medical skills, weapon refining, and alchemy to learn and improve. Solitary pursuit of defeat. Every day when you sign in, you earn 10 points. In addition, there are many ways to earn points. Duguchoshi. You'll find out slowly by exploring. Feilu's novel, Fei Wants You to Look Good. Chapter 2. My lady, how can I be a thief? You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Looking and feeling it, Jiangnan actually knows many thoughts. His intelligence in the brain domain is at an incredible level. I'm just researching how it can help me. At this moment, another voice from the chat group rang out in his mind, only he could hear it himself. Welcome to join the chat group. Trigger a random task, chat group has no administrator yet, behave well, have the opportunity to act as an administrator, and receive additional benefits. What do you want to do? Is it handsome enough? Jiangnan pondered, or is it more active in the group? He has an incredible intelligence and knows these people, so he can give them a try. While Jiangnan was still researching chat groups, the new members he joined with first spoke up. Jiang Luoshan. Chat groups, I know. Jiang Luoshan said, actually, I am a chat group administrator. I have been observing you secretly for a long time. You are all good. Xiong-ba. Zhang Sanfeng. Jiangnan was speechless to see. Does this woman also have trigger missions, or is it just for fun? Duguchoshi said, you may sound like a beautiful woman by name, my dear lady. How could you be a thief? Zheng. Do I look easy to deceive? The surrendering minister of the Shenming sect said, all right, you've exposed the truth. The group is full of old guys, old sneaks, and human spirits. It's not easy to deceive anyone except me. Snow Moon Sword Immortally Honey said, what about me? She is very simple, Xiong-ba. How do you speak? Jiang Luoshan said, don't you believe me? Just listen to my name, Luoshan Fairy. May I ask a few of you from the martial arts world who has the ability to create a chat group with the heavens? Jiang Luoshan said, only I, this fairy, am left. Jiang Luoshan. Don't worry, I'll prove it to you. Jiang Luoshan said, Zhang Sanfeng, you are the founder of Wudang's sect and have 7 disciples. The 7 heroes of Wudang are Song Yuanxiao, Yu Lianzhou, Yu Daiyan. I'm right. Jiang Luoshan said, I'm kind to tell you that your 5 disciples, Zhang Cuishan, are coming back. They are going to have an accident. Jiang Luoshan said, Duguqiu defeat, sword demon. Dugujiujian dominates the world, and now there is no sword realm left. Jiang Luoshan said, Xiong-ba, the leader of the guild in the world, is the golden scale a thing in the pool. When encountering wind and clouds, the dragon changes. I'm very familiar with this sentence. Jiang Luoshan said, let me tell you, your good luck is coming to an end, be careful. Jiang Luoshan. Believe it now, this fairy knows the past and future. Anyone who wants to seek good fortune and avoid misfortune can come and ask me. In the luxurious room, Jiang Luoshan lazily sat on the sofa, leisurely drinking red wine and swaying his long legs. A group of ancient martial arts masters, they can't deceive you anymore. Sister searched online for some ancient materials here every minute, and there are several of them. But none of those 3 girls seem to be there. It's not important, I'm a fairy. Just deceive a few to prove it. The fairy is too idle, haha. Chat group, it seems like a great opportunity. Just say she's so beautiful, her character won't be bad. At first, she was also startled. She is from the postmodern world, and chat groups are more playful than you guys. Oh, there's also a kid who joined the group with her. I guess I'm still in a daze. These guys just haven't seen the world before. Duguchoshi. The weak expression doesn't really make you a fairy, does it? A newcomer who can casually say everything about them and adapt so well to chat groups. They were dizzy for a long time at first. Xiong. What is it? I don't believe it. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, Hehe, you almost fooled me. I don't believe it either. Zhang Sanfeng said, Infinite Heavenly Sovereign, the girl will not come from later generations, will she? Duguchoshi said, oh, it's really possible for you to say that, in the future world after us all. If that's the case, I also know some. For example, in the world of the surrendering girl, the support of the Xianming sect in Daliang is normal and cannot succeed. In the end, it was the Song dynasty that unified the chaotic world, which is my dynasty. Solitary pursuit of defeat. There was also Ing Zheng's Great Qin, who died as the second emperor. Duguchoshio. I am also a master of divination, haha. Jiang Luoshan finished drinking red wine and ate an apple, almost falling off the sofa. These guys are really human spirits, can't they deceive you? Jiang Luoshan. I am really a fairy. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, little girl, you're still pretending. Xianming's sect surrendered minister said, how about you tell me about the world of Li Hanyi and the southern palace servants? These two worlds do not seem to belong to a fixed era, and if it were normal, future generations would not know about them. Snow Moon Sword Immortal Li Hanyi said, smile, I also want to know my fate. Jiang Luoshan. Oh. This life is full of sorrow. Li Hanyi, the Snow Moon Sword Immortal, said, Xianming sect surrendered and said, cluck, really? Let's talk about it. What kind of sorrowful method is it? How many men are you, sister in cold clothes? Li Hanyi, the Snow Moon Sword Immortal, said, go aside. There are still a few more. Is she such a person? Xianming sect surrendered minister said, why are you shy? Let me help you ask, how many talented people like you? Snow Moon Sword Immortal Li Hanyi said, stop making trouble, there seems to be someone else. Xianming sect surrendered and said, yes, Jiangnan. Are you handsome? It's either a girl or an old man in the group, can't we have someone handsome? Jiangnan. Here comes the smiling expression, the most handsome one from all over the world. Duguchoshi. Damn it. The new one has thicker skin than the others. He had been suspicious for a long time, thinking he had gone crazy. Be careful, look at this newcomer. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, cluck, isn't it? Jiangnan. Of course it is, Mississippi. Xianming sect surrendered and said, don't tell me, you also know me. Just had a little scammer. They knew about the era when her Xianming sect supported Daliang, but they didn't know about her. Jiangnan. I know, the Xianming sect, the organization of the Daliang martial arts world, is the leader of the 4 great corpse ancestors and a great beauty who surrendered. At the age of 200, she still dresses like a little girl, wearing a waist-revealing naval outfit. It smells beautiful, hehe, she loves beauty very much. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, what are you saying, grinding teeth, Feilu's novel, Fei wants you to look good. Chapter 3. Showdown, I'm the Traverse. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jiangnan said, just kidding, she is indeed a beautiful woman who never dies. She looks like a little girl. Li Hanyi, the Snow Moon Sword Immortal, said, at Xianming sect surrender minister, hehe, is that so? It was a long time before they realized it was a woman, and they began to think it was a man. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, "Don't listen to this stinky kid's nonsense. 2 big scams have come." Jiang Nan. Nonsense, I have something even more explosive, such as my arms, which are chubby. Jiang Nan smiled, and Yang Yuhuan's arm was the one that surrendered to the world of villains. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, "You. This guy has many evil sects and knows this secret." Xianming sect surrendered and said, "You kid won't be in the same world as me. Why don't you secretly fall in love with me?" Jiang Nan said, "I've thought too much. At most, I want to touch and see if you have a body temperature." Li Hanyi, the Snow Moon Sword Immortal, said, "I'm a bit curious too." Nangong Push said, "Sneak, so am I." They are 3 women who are familiar with each other in the group. Solitary pursuit of defeat. Can I also be curious? The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, "You are all rolling calves. This great beauty is human." Xianming sect surrendered and said, "Kid, do you know the Snow Moon Sword Immortal? How many people like the Snow Moon Sword Immortal?" Jiang Nan. Snow Moon Sword Immortal, little fairy, I love it a lot, the otaku goddess. Xianming sect surrendered and said, "Little fairy, giggle. Do you like it?" Jiang Nan. I like it. On the grassland behind the Snow Moon City, it is also the place where Li Hanyi practices his swordsmanship. Li Hanyi blushed a little, "Is that so direct?" Li Hanyi, the Snow Moon Sword Immortal, said, "New here, don't deceive people and don't do anything serious. Study group functions well, there are many hidden functions." Jiang Nan. Cold clothes, you are still gentle. Li Hanyi, the Snow Moon Sword Immortal, said, Nangong Push said, a smirk expression. The surrendering minister of Xianming sect said, "This face, tsk. Snow Moon Sword Immortal Li Hanyi said, "If you have time, ask the sword." Jiang Nan. Good, smiling expression. Xianming sect surrendered and said, "I don't know. Are you still making an appointment?" Li Hanyi gritted her teeth. She was talking about the kind of questioning sword that would be beaten up. Why is it so connected? It seems like there's a bit of a dating vibe. I'm not talking anymore. These guys in the group are all very bored. It depends on who has thick skin. Jiang Nan. You don't have to envy me if you surrender to your ministers. In fact, you are also the anime otaku goddess. Many otaku YY yours. Xianming sect surrendered and said, "Don't tell me, you still like me." Jiang Nan. A smiling expression, can't it? Xianming sect surrendered and said, "Damn it, Nangong. You don't like it too, do you?" Jiang Luoshan. A scumbag. Xianming sect surrendered and said, "Where's this new little scammer? Come on, kid, expose her. If I expose her, I'll believe you." The surrendered minister smiled and said, "Why is she so smart?" Jiang Luoshan said, "I am standing on the side of women and working with you." Xianming sect surrendered and said, Forget that you just fooled us." Jiang Luoshan said, "I still want to say that this guy must be deceiving too." Jiang Luoshan said, "I must have also learned some plot from somewhere." Jiang Nan. It's time to get down to business. I didn't speak up in time before, so I felt a bit dizzy. I am from the cultivation world, you are all from the martial arts world, different levels. I doubt if I entered the wrong group. Jiang Luoshan. Haha. You see, this guy is starting to deceive everyone. Jiang Nan. Jiang Luoshan, don't laugh anymore. First of all, let's talk about you. Your world is beginning to revive its spiritual energy, practicing breathing techniques, and all the exotic beasts and animal kings have appeared one after another. Be careful, you national goddess. You almost fell asleep when you turned around, and there are also exotic beasts, beast kings. Snow Moon Sword Immortally Hanyi said, She's eavesdropping. Is this what she can hear? Xianming's sect surrendered and said, Cluck, is it so exciting? Keep going, she likes to listen. Jiang Luoshan said, Who the hell are you? Where did you know all this? Jiang Luoshan said, I mean the situation in my world, it's not that I'm being taken. This matter, I don't know how to do it, who dares? Jiang Nan. Jiang Luoshan knows some things. You can be considered a person from the future world, but the world is also different. I know, because I am a traveler. Jiang Luoshan. A traveler. No way, right? This guy really confessed directly. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, What is a traveler? Nangong Push said, I also want to know. Snow Moon Sword Immortally Hanyi said, Me too. Duguchoshi. Hehe, I also want to know. The tyrants also watched. Jiang Luoshan said, I know, I have read this type of novel. I am the goddess of the nation and have even made movies like this. It's about traveling to other worlds and experiencing rebirth, as well as past life memories. Jiang Nan. So I know some things. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Of course, everyone has the opportunity to chat in groups, and there will be more and more butterfly effect variables, some of which may not be accurate. Jiang Nan. However, I am still a cultivator and can help everyone calculate. Jiang Luoshan. Is this a deception? She is as clever as she is unsure. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, Do you have any proof that you said you were cultivating immortals? Jiang Nan. How about you give me a world permission so that I can demonstrate it to you? Or could you give me some guidance? Xianming's sect surrendered and said, No, I always feel like you're a big bad wolf. What should I do if you bully me? Jiang Luoshan said, Hehe, I also think it's even more deceitful than me. Jiang Nan. What did I deceive? I didn't hide anything about the traveler. Firstly, I am confident enough. I am a cultivator. Secondly, it's an honor to meet everyone, it's quite interesting. In this distant world, you can still meet people from your hometown in the group. There are characters from ancient and modern times, which is quite good. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, I believe everything I say. Snow Moon Sword Immortally Hanyi said, Just believe it. Nangong Pushi said, just be it. Duguchoshi. I trust Brother Jiang. Brother Jiang, please give me some guidance. Let's have a drink and discuss swordsmanship together when we have time. Xiong Ba. You just have thick skin. Even Wu Qi wants to communicate together. He also admires the carefree spirit of seeking defeat alone. He can't do these things, he will want to keep a hand. This is also the root of his wandering in the world. It's very chaotic over there. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward. Chapter 4. I want the Great Qin dynasty to live for eternity. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jiang Nan. I remember that sword demon, seeking defeat alone, should not be talkative. Jiang Luoshan said, maybe it's a sulky type. Usually no one talks, but now that someone is around, it's exposed. Xianming sect surrendered and said, Cluck, there's nothing wrong with this statement. Solitary pursuit of defeat. I was confused, but my enthusiasm was also wrong. Zheng. I was busy just now. I flipped through your chat and it seems like there's a big problem. Duguchoshi. Old Qin has arrived, I thought you were assassinated and hung up. Did you get the assassination done? Zheng. A small problem, maybe it would be troublesome if there were no chat groups. With group points, I also have the strength, and it's not so easy to assassinate me. Zheng. Also, I have the surname Ing, what kind of old Qin? Duguchoshi. You are Emperor Qin Shi Huang, how kind old Qin is. Xiong. Hehe, I think so too. Zheng. You guys, don't disturb my thoughts. Speaking seriously. Zheng. What led to the death of Emperor Qin II? Solitary pursuit of defeat. It means it literally. Zheng. Damn it. No one has told me such a big thing. I'm still not friends with the water group anymore. Duguchoshi. Oh, Lao Qin, you didn't ask. Xiong. Old Qin, you didn't ask. Xianming sect surrendered and said, Old Qin, you didn't ask. Zhang Sanfeng said, Wuliang Tianzuan, you really didn't ask. Li Hanyi, the Snow Moon Sword Immortal, said, I don't know about that. Nangong Pushi said, I don't know either. Duguchoshi said, don't take it for granted, Old Qin. Speaking of us, we are all Jianhu people, and many of us are also practitioners of martial arts. I didn't think so much about it. Besides, Jiang Gongzi also said that there will be variables in the chat group. We haven't been in the group for long, and we didn't get to know each other that well at first. You think we're being deceived when we talk too much. I didn't expect a female scammer to come. Jiang Luoshan said, what are you saying? I'm just joking with you. Hehe, have fun. Zheng. Jiang Gongzi, please provide guidance. Now it seems that Jiangnan knows the most about the cultivation world. Jiangnan. By the way, do you have a trap under your command, the Yin-Yang family? Let's first see which world it is. Zheng. Yes. Jiangnan. I'll send you a simple information on how to destroy it, take a look. Jiangnan has an incredible understanding and strong divine sense. He directly infused the divine sense data into a jade slip and sent a red envelope to Zheng. Zheng looked at the jade slip in his hand and squeezed it with a little force. Suddenly, a huge amount of information entered his mind. Zheng was extremely shocked. Zheng. Sir, you are truly a fairy. Thank you very much, sir. Jiangnan. It's just a small gesture, and everyone knows something about it. Xianming sect surrendered and said, this is all called sir. Hehe, young master, I want to cultivate the immortal technique. Jiangnan. Just say you want to go for free. The way cannot be passed lightly, you also need to lay a solid foundation first. Solitary pursuit of defeat. Worship the big shot, seek to embrace the thigh. Xiongba also looks at it, is it really a fairy? Jiangnan. At everyone, red envelope. Ordinary spiritual medicine, let's see if it works. He is managing the spiritual medicine garden here, some of the inferior ones that have been removed. But now is an ancient era, more spiritually dense than the later era of obscuring the heavens. The disadvantages are also very good, and I think they are also good things for everyone. Everyone belongs to the world of martial arts. Solitary pursuit of defeat. Thank you very much, big shot. Xiongba. Thank you very much, big shot. Zhang Sanfeng. Thank you very much, big shot. Zheng. Thank you very much, sir. Li Hanyi, the Snow Moon Sword Immortal, said, a smiling expression. Nangong Push said, the expression is holding a fist. Xianming sect surrendered and said, you're really a big shot, hold on. Duguchoshi. Where's the little scammer? Look, there's a gap. Jiang Luoshan said, I am just an ordinary person. My family is very poor. Xianming sect surrendered and said, you seem to say you are the national goddess. Jiang Luoshan. Do you have it? That makes me beautiful. Jiangnan said, don't come, Miss Bodhi Jean. You also have many exotic plants and flowers over there. Jiang Luoshan. I just graduated and have no say. Jiangnan said, be careful too. Your world is recovering very quickly. A bunch of exotic beast kings. If there are any more variables, don't fall asleep. It's better to be treated like someone else, but if you're treated like a monster. Jiang Luoshan. Why don't you die? Sleep on her whatever you want, it's still a beast, it's so unpleasant to hear. But it won't really happen, will it? Jiang Luoshan said, Brother Jiang, you are really a fairy. They are playing with you. We still joined the group together. Duguchoshi. Do you also know that you're afraid? Jiang Nan. Let's get off first and get busy with some things. Triggering tasks or something is quite general, and I didn't say how to handle it. He's quite active, let's take it slow. Jiang Nan left the Lingyao garden and walked towards the back hall. Elder. What's up? The old man inside the room didn't respond, but then turned his head. Oh, have you opened up a bitter sea? The old man looked at it. These disciples who have not entered the inner gate will be driven down the mountain in a few years, and they have basically given up on them. I didn't expect to open up a bitter sea on my own. But the age is not too young, it's not surprising, it may just be a moment of good luck. Open up the bitter sea and you can enter the inner gate. This is a token, let's go to the inner gate tomorrow. The old man threw a token over and then ignored it. Jiang Nan took it and turned to leave. Only by entering the inner gate can one have the qualification to practice, and only then can one have the magical powers behind the sea of suffering. With these, he has a strong understanding and can deduce more, achieving faster and stronger results. In this ancient era, the laws of the jungle made human life like grass. With the opportunity, we naturally need to quickly improve our strength. There is also a chat group, just joined, with only check.in points available. Integral also has many uses. Keep exploring, earning more points is definitely not wrong. The Great Qin world. Zheng's thoughts are also very hot. There is really a fairy, and the fairy has also guided him. Looking back for a method of longevity, there is at least a chance. He is willing to pay any price. Now, the fairy is very busy, and it's not easy to keep talking when we just met. He also has something to do. I just encountered an assassin and learned about the death of Emperor Qin too. It's strange if I feel good. Zhao Gao, Hu Hai. Zheng's face was cold. Are these two calamities? Someone, Zheng snorted, pass on Meng Tian, the Eastern Emperor Tai is here. Zhao Gao is the master of the trap, and his strength is also immeasurable. It's definitely not a problem for the army and the Yin-Yang family to act together unexpectedly. As for Hu Hai, a dandy prince, it's much easier, he can't even run away. Fushu is also too gentle, not good. Zheng shook his head. But if he gets immortality, he doesn't need to worry about these anymore. He wants the Great Qin to last for eternity. Feilu's novel, Fei Wants You to Look Good. Chapter 5. Inferring the Daoist Scriptures. You are listening at novelfull.audio. On this day, Luonet was surrounded and Zhao Gao was arrested. What are you doing? I am the prince, and my father likes me the most. How dare you? In different places, Hu Hai was still playing with dozens of thin gauze women and was dragged away. In the world of holy ruins, Earth, Jiang Luo sat on the sofa, swaying his long legs. Jiang Nan, is it a big scam? Saying that this girl is going to be slept by someone, by a strange beast. Bah, can't we put it another way? Jiang Luoshan blushed. She is also studying chat groups. It's a big chance. How can we handle points other than check.in? You can exchange things with group members, such as sending red envelopes. But is it useful to me in the world of martial arts? Jiang Luo pondered, thinking that her world was also extraordinary. Even powerful monster nuclear bombs are difficult to kill, and even if they cannot carry them, they can anticipate danger in advance and avoid it. Still useful for Jiangnan kids. why didn't you deceive them? Jiang Luo wondered. Group members can exchange things, but they usually have to be of the same level or exchange points. Her family also has similar martial arts of the same level. There are even better levels of cultivation. Shinshu Cave in the Sky. Jiangnan has entered the inner gate, which is much better than the outer gate. A place that countless disciples outside aspire to. After entering, it was just like that. Even ordinary inner disciples like him didn't receive much attention. There are no elders who favor accepting disciples, just randomly divide the mountain for cultivation. This is also what Jiangnan hopes for, it's best not to be disturbed. Inner disciples can receive a bottle of Baichao liquid every month. Speaking of which, the ancient times were indeed more abundant in resources. As an inner disciple of an ordinary sect during the heavenly covering era, it takes 3 months to receive a bottle of Baichao liquid. No wonder the ancient holy bodies of this era can practice and wield the power of the strongest battle body of the human race, with abundant resources. There are many resources, experts, struggles, and cruelty. Jiangnan also obtained the first 2 volumes of the Wheel of the Sea chapter of the Daoist scriptures, which are commonly found among disciples of the inner sect, as well as the Bitter Sea Life Spring volume. The Daoist scripture is an extremely powerful technique of the heavenly sovereign mind, but there is no complete one, only the Will See chapter, which has long been passed down throughout the entire Baidu. So every faction has the heart technique of the Will See chapter of the Tao Sutra. Not to mention that every practitioner understands it, it's similar. There will be no more space afterwards. Some major powers, holy sites, etc. may have some, but not all. This is also why it is not so precious and everyone can cultivate it. Luanhai chapter, it's too beginner. That's all Jiangnan needs. I took it back to my residence and practiced it thoroughly. Time quietly passed overnight. Jiangnan has already performed all the chapters of the Luanhai chapter. The Bitter Sea, the Spring of Life, the Divine Bridge, the Other Shore. As a newcomer to the inner sect, I only gave the first 2 mental techniques of the 4 realms of the Wheel See chapter, and I won't give them later either. If a disciple reaches this bottleneck, it means they have reached a certain level and need to apply and submit their name and certificate. I am still a young disciple now, and there are not many people paying attention. Jiangnan has a rebellious understanding and has performed on his own. Feeling refreshed and in a good mood. There is also Baichao liquid, which Jiangnan has absorbed and analyzed how to refine this thing. The next step is to prepare and continue practicing to break through. Resources are still not enough. However, he has a strong understanding and can clearly see the essence between heaven and earth, so that he can absorb more. Prepare for Jiangnan and go to the back mountain. The inner disciples have much more freedom, and they can find a place to meditate on their own. Afterwards, I began to break through in my cultivation. The artistic conception of comprehension has arrived early, let's break through first before proceeding. The ocean of bitterness covers the wheel of life, overlapping and giving birth. Every year, a mark will be left on the wheel of life, until it is covered with scars and completely destroyed. That is the moment when a person's lifespan is exhausted and they return to death. The only way for cultivators to change these is to open up a pathway through the bitter sea and reach the bottom of the sea. Communicating the wheel of life, allowing massive amounts of life essence to flourish, preventing the erosion of the bitter sea, is the key to prolonging longevity. Quantitative and qualitative changes occur, and the vigorous essence of life surges together to form a liquid state, forming a divine spring of life and rushing into the sea of suffering. Digging out an eye of a life spring in the desolate sea of suffering, connecting the wheel of life. The divine spring gurgles and flows, which is the second realm of the wheel sea scroll, the life spring. In this way, cultivators have a source of strength, able to unleash various mystical techniques and divine powers, possessing unpredictable power, which is a crucial step in the transformation of cultivators. As long as the source of divine power is endless, the magic power will be endless. In some ways, this is also the foundation of immortality, the foundation of divine powers. The pursuit of longevity by Emperor Qin Shi Huang can start from here. In the ancient times where Jiangnan was located, there were curses of darkness and erosion, and even the great emperor could not live forever. If it weren't for these things in a different world, it could have been achieved, at least by continuously practicing and entering the realm, one could have achieved a lifespan of countless years. Jiangnan is crazily absorbing the essence of heaven and earth, and the entire mountains, forests, and even the spiritual formations of the sect are converging here. Continuously refining and impacting the bitter sea. Time is quiet. The gaze of Jiangnan was like lightning, incredibly sharp, and the entire mountain forest trembled with a roar. Not mastering the divine light of breakthrough, surrounded by a wave of flying sand and rocks. Then Jiangnan converged. With just one step, it disappeared, and the speed was also extremely fast. Not long after Jiangnan left, multiple figures flew out of the sect and looked coldly at the mountains and forests over there. Is there a monster? Someone snorted lightly. Recently, it's not peaceful all over the country. Let all the disciples be careful, someone said calmly. Then they left separately. Mingquan. In different places, Jiangnan feels the immense power within its body. Very satisfied. As if in a dream, in a short period of time, he also transformed from an ordinary physique to an extraordinary one. The realm of the spring of life can now fly, and flying to heaven and earth is not a dream. Some basic divine powers can also be used. But he hasn't learned any supernatural powers yet. Ordinary inner disciples, it's okay, there's no backstage or anything, they're not qualified. It's not enough to show off one's reputation. It's not as fair, just, and open as it is. Be careful not to be stifled by others. Even some elders may not necessarily want you to improve and share resources with them. Resources are limited, and everyone wants to share more. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward. Chapter 6. Heroes Want to Cry. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jiangnan doesn't care either. He has an incredibly strong understanding and even has chat groups. I believe there will be even better options. Let's first stabilize ourselves. Mingquan realm, Jiangnan experience comprehensive strength and strength. I feel like I should be able to cut through a high-rise building with just one sword. But this power is not enough. In martial arts, they may not necessarily be stronger. Hanyi, the snow moon sword immortal, easily chopped through the heavenly pavilion on more than 10 floors with just one sword. Even though the ancient heavenly pavilion was not as sturdy, it was still Hanyi who did not join the chat group. Now Hanyi has also joined the chat group, even earlier than him, and I think his strength is also stronger. If that's the case, he may not have an absolute advantage in the martial arts group even in the realm of Mingquan. But he also has other advantages. Zhutian chat group. A few people who enjoy the excitement, such as surrendering, seeking defeat alone, and Jiang Luoshen, all love the water group and it's still very lively. When Jiang Luoshen first arrived, he also exchanged many things with everyone. Mainly for changing martial arts, her own faction Bodhi Jin has also collected a lot of martial arts. Everyone has seen it well and is willing to exchange and learn from it. That's how chat groups are supposed to be played. Jiang Luoshen. The young master is here. Solitary pursuit of defeat. The big shot is here. Zheng. Thank you very much for your guidance, sir. I have already taken down those corrupt officials and thieves from Zhaogao. Xiong. I also want to know something about myself. Xiong. Do my subordinates have someone who eats inside out? Jiangnan. It's much more complicated on your end. It's not just 1 or 2 of your subordinates who rebel against you. The opponent you don't like, Dugu Sword Saint, can't be defeated normally. Sword 23 can even affect time and space. And on your side, there are many hidden old guys. For example, Emperor Tian, an old man who has lived for nearly 2,000 years, the head of the Tianmen sect, who claims to be the heavenly emperor, has been watching you all make a fuss. There is someone who has lived longer, 4,000 years, with a smile of 3 smiles. There are also legendary beings such as Guan Yu, Damo, Demon Lord, Great Sun Tathagata, Tian Zhao, Emperor Yan, and Yu Hua. Xiong Ba. With a bewildered expression on his face, he doesn't even know about this. Dugu Qiushi said, "Damn it, Xiong Gang leader, the world bully, you still talk about your own martial arts world." Xiong Ba wanted to cry and said, "But I am really a martial arts hero." Solitary pursuit of defeat. Okay, sympathize with me. Zheng. Empathy +1. Xiong Ba said, "Why don't I just run away and forget about it? Who will open the door for me?" Xiong Ba said, "If I have any difficulties, open the door for everyone. Remember to come and help me, everyone." Dugu Qiushi. Although I am also very confident, I should not be able to handle these legends. Didn't you ask us to die? Perhaps the young master can. Xiong Ba. Poor expression, young master. Jiangnan said, these things usually don't appear. You can still get on the queue normally, so don't worry too much. Xiong Ba is very puzzled. You have said it all, can I not worry? Jiangnan. I have a bit of ambition, and I have already started chatting. It's also my own chance. Why can't I catch up with them? Zhang Sanfeng said, the young master's words are reasonable, and the martial arts have no end, which also makes people yearn for it. Solitary pursuit of defeat. If desired, one can go to the world of the young master to cultivate immortality. Dugu Qiushi said, yes, speaking of young master, can I go to your world to play? Jiang Luoshan. I'm not afraid of being sold. Jiangnan. Women, how do you talk? Jiang Luoshan. You're joking. Solitary pursuit of defeat. As a man, I am carefree and can do anything, only yearning for the path of swordsmanship. Jiangnan. You can come over, but those who have ideas can prepare first. You are all big shots from all over the world now, not to mention being the world's #1, it's almost the same. Especially with the chat group, there have been many gains and improvements, and this statement is not wrong. Jiangnan said, but in my world, I basically have to start from scratch, which can be considered as the starting point for the lowest level cultivators. My side is very chaotic and ferocious. Some strong people can destroy the sky and earth, even billions of creatures and stars may fall. Those who have ideas and pursue the ultimate, prepare first, and you can open the door later. Dugu Qiushi said, is it so exciting? I'll take it slow for now, and when I come back, I'll have enough. Young master, open the door for me to play. Zhang Sanfeng. Dugu Qiushi. Young master, I have opened the door for you. Come and drink when you have time. Seeking defeat alone is also carefree and casual, as soon as we have a good conversation, we open the door. Jiangnan. A smiling expression, good. Solitary pursuit of defeat. At Zhang Sanfeng, is Lao Zhang here? Zhang Sanfeng said, Infinite Heavenly Sovereign, I have recently suffered a secret injury and am practicing in seclusion. Solitary pursuit of defeat. Is everything okay? Zhang Sanfeng said, it's not a big deal, just cultivate yourself. Xiong Ba. It's me asking for advice, young master. Don't interrupt me, okay? Dugu Qiushi. Oh, you come. Xiong Ba. Young master, can I ask you for advice on martial arts? Jiangnan. Sure, what do you want to know? On the grassland, Jiangnan lazily stretched out. The martial arts that dominate the world are also quite top-notch, some of which cannot be considered martial arts. He gave a deduction, which may not be useless, even if not, it would enrich the foundation. He used to be just a miscellaneous disciple, and now he doesn't have much authority, so his foundation is very poor. No matter how good one's comprehension is, there must be something to comprehend. Xiaoling has sent you an exclusive video. Xiaoling. Young Master, this is a practice of my heavenly frost fist. Please provide guidance. Jiangnan. Test me. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, Hehe, I only found out. Xiaoling said, oh, I really want to ask for advice. He did want to ask, but his personality doesn't completely trust people, so he only uploaded one boxing technique. Try the water first. If he could really provide guidance, he would be willing to pay a higher price. Jiangnan also doesn't care, this is also human nature. People who have met cannot be fully trusted, and they have never seen anyone in the group. It's just that the group has been flooded. I'm about to be active in the group and become an administrator. This is where he triggered the task. Jiangnan watched the video, understood it at a glance, and then deduced more. Jiangnan. Tian Shuang Quan, you didn't practice it completely. You only have 6 moves, so this boxing technique should be 9 moves. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward. Chapter 7. Surrender to the Great Beauty. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jiangnan. 9 moves, earth-shattering and frost-breaking, surpassing some martial arts limits. You rehearsed it, you're powerful enough, not reckless enough, invincible. On the path of martial arts, when encountering on narrow paths, one should also have the will to move forward without hesitation, rather than always having to keep a back hand and a path. Your punches are a bit less free and unrestrained. You can see for yourself. I helped you evolve and also deduced the ultimate 10th form. Xiaoling watched the video sent back from Jiangnan, unable to see what the young master looked like. He only saw a frosty Jedi, and the entire Jedi was full of punches. The fist intent of Tian Shuang fist has come to life in a daze at this moment. The young master is truly a fairy, he is too powerful. Xiaoling watched, shocked, immersed, and also hot. Xiaoling. I feel ashamed. Thank you for your guidance, young master. The young master did not keep it, he still had some reservations at the beginning. Jiangnan. It's just a matter of raising a finger. I'll also take a look at martial arts from different worlds. Xiaoling has sent an exclusive video again. This time there was no reservation, and all the 3 points of Gue Yuan Qi were passed on. Dugu Qiushi said, Master Xiong, it's okay. We haven't consulted yet. Xiaoling. Hehe, come one by one. Isn't it the most dangerous place on my end? A bunch of hidden experts, I dare not go home now. Seeking defeat alone. 3 parts return to the original energy, including Tian Shuang fist, Pai Yun palm, Feng Shen leg. Let's simulate and improve it in Jiangnan. At this stage, he can actually be used. You can study the laws that interweave Dao and Li, which can bring some legal attributes with just one punch. Understanding is contrary to heaven, and martial arts at this level are all directly comprehended, leading to higher level sublimation versions. Naturally, he can also guide the tyrant. The tyrant has happily gone to practice. I am also very respectful and grateful to Jiangnan. Zheng. Young master, I also have some questions that I would like to ask. Solitary pursuit of defeat. Damn it, can we queue up? Zheng said, Hehe, brother Dugu, you are already invincible in your own world alone. Don't worry. Zheng. That's right, young master. I've been restless and irritable lately. It's not because of the assassination and those unruly officials and thieves, my emotions are always difficult to control. I have insomnia and many dreams, and I always feel tired. I lack patience and even interest in many things, and occasionally feel palpitations. Maybe someone else will assassinate me, right? Although I don't believe in fate, I have heard that there are some destiny numbers that are difficult to change. If they change, there may be other variables. I feel palpitations. Could it be that I have recently practiced and am aware of future dangers? Zheng. Hehe, is it because my cultivation talent is too good? Duguchoshi said, Old Qin, I think you have overthought it. When it comes to other costumes and cultivation talents, you are probably the last in the group. Zheng. Not necessarily, I just didn't have time before. Zhang Sanfeng. Hehe. Zheng. Lao Zhang, what does laughter mean? Xiaoling said, I've been in the group for a long time, and my face has become thick. Who did I learn from? Duguchoshi. It's definitely not me, I've been led astray by you. Zheng. I think it's you. Zheng. Oh, I also asked young master. Young master, Hehe, am I talented? Jiangnan. I've really thought too much about this. If you guessed correctly, you should, kidney deficiency. Everyone. Jiang Luoshan. Haha. I said it should be this one. Duguchoshi. Haha. Xiongba. Haha. Zhang Sanfeng. Hehe. Zheng said, I said you guys from your hometown are enough. You can laugh a little. Everyone has the right to laugh, but you may not have it. You may not be as good as me. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, Cluck, it's so lively. Pay attention to the scale, there are girls. Li Hanyi, the Snow Moon Sword Immortal, said, I don't understand. Nangong Push said, I don't understand either. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, the little girls have also learned poorly. Jiangnan. Don't shy away from medical treatment, let's talk about serious matters. Jiang Luoshan said, Hehe, it's a matter of business, Jiangnan. Old Qin, there are many people in your harem. If you want to live a long life, pay attention and first solidify your foundation and cultivate your skills. And your policies, sometimes we need to apply both kindness and authority. It's not easy to be gentle for eternity. Zheng. Thank you very much for your guidance, young master. I understand now. Jiangnan. Can I prepare some medicine for you? Zheng. No need. Oh, do you want some? The young master is definitely better matched. Solitary pursuit of defeat. The majesty of an eternal emperor. Zheng said, I am actually very easygoing. It is all your descendants who vilify me. Solitary pursuit of defeat. I have nothing to say. Zheng. Haha. Zheng was very happy. He originally wanted to talk to the young master and ask about Changsheng. I didn't expect to ask about kidney deficiency, just take it slow. The young master is also easygoing and hasn't asked them for points yet. Jiangnan has also seen it, and these people probably haven't been in the group for long, they are quite poor. His realm has improved mainly due to a lack of resources, which can also be achieved through points. However, it requires a bit more integration, not less than that. Let's see if we can be more active first and play with an administrator. Jiangnan. Surrender to the great beauty, open the door. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, what do you want to do? Jiangnan. They all said they like you. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, Cluck, is that so direct? Let me think. Can you give me some guidance first? Xiongba was pointed out and seemed very excited. Jiangnan. Okay. You should practice the 9 Nether Shantian divine skill. Evolve for me and help you make up for your shortcomings. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, you don't want to steal my martial arts, do you? Jiangnan. I've thought too much. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, "Cluck, I'm joking with you. I'll show you the evolution now. Looking forward to seeing others' appearance." Jiangnan. To be honest, I am still looking forward to the smiling expression. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, with a delicate smile on his face. I quickly surrendered and uploaded an exclusive video. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, "How about that? Jiangnan. She has a great figure and is very beautiful. She deserves to be a great beauty, especially this small waist." Xianming sect surrendered and said, "I mean martial arts." "Humph, you're still cultivating immortals. Jiangnan. Can't cultivators like beautiful women?" The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, "Hehe, I like your statement. I am a great beauty. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward." Chapter 8. I have a sword, moonlit and flower morning. You are listening at novel full.audio. Jiangnan. Speaking of the right thing. Jiangnan. There is a mysterious sky in the 9 secluded regions, with the upper and lower 9 secluded regions. Do not make an appointment but agree with oneself, revealing life and death, capture Yin and half of the soul, without any appearance or status. Black and white will never change, and the sea of Qi will hang in the spiritual hall. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, "Do you really know my martial arts?" This is shocking. She didn't say anything about the mind technique. As a traveler, you can know some rumors about her, but you cannot know her martial arts. You are really a cultivator. It's still possible to be a cultivator with great abilities. Jiangnan. As soon as Joyo emerges, Yin energy fills the sky, and ghosts cry and wolves howl. It's not wrong to say, from Yin to evil. In fact, the path of Tai Yin can also reach its extreme. However, in your martial arts world, some rules and resources may be lacking, so it is still more suitable for the harmony between Yin and Yang. By the way, haven't you ever collected Yang to replenish Yin? The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, "No. What kind of person are you? Everyone is qualified." Jiangnan said, "I just wanted to tell you, whether this method is good or not, it's just a small path. Of course, using it well can also lead to a win-win situation." Xianming sect surrendered and said, "Cluck, why don't we just chat in groups? Is this beauty a teenage girl?" Jiangnan. Isn't it? The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, "Cluck, I like your statement." Xianming sect surrendered and said, "Young master, are you going to say that you will perfect the dual cultivation method?" Jiangnan. Don't be a bit narcissistic. Even if I know, I'm still conflicted. You're still a little zombie. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, "You." Jiangnan. Stop chatting. I've helped you evolve. I'll share an exclusive video with you, and it's all in there. The 9 Yuxian heavenly divine skill has a high intention and should not be underestimated in the lower realm. However, there are limits to vulgarity, and the principles and spiritual energy are not enough. They are still considered the ultimate level of martial arts. By deduction, it can continue to be sublimated. At the beginning, the surrendered minister was still casual, but slowly froze and his expression became serious. There were countless mysteries, and she was directly attracted. Jiang Luoshan. Sister, how are you? Is it still unfinished? Smiling expression. Xianming sect surrendered and said, "Go, little scammer, how can you speak?" Jiang Luoshan said, "Just ask, won't you secretly open the door for him?" Xianming sect surrendered minister said, "We just exchange martial arts very simply, right?" Jiang Gongzi, hehe. Jiang Luoshan said, "I don't think it's simple anymore." Cold clothes, Nangong, do you also think so? Nangong Push said, a smiling expression. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, "Stop chatting. The young master is an expert. I went to practice and gained enlightenment. Her lifelong pursuit is always the ultimate, leading to the fusion of yin and yang, and the entry of life and death into the Tao. Joining the chat group these days, I have also exchanged many opportunities for insights with check.in points, making a lot of progress. But it is still difficult to break through this step. Now it's not just this step, there are 10 or even 100 steps left. Seeking knowledge is like thirst. When she cultivates, she will become the top expert in the world of villains. Bad looks are not good either. This is naturally correct. The 9 Yuxian heavenly divine arts, derived from the mystical version of Jiannan's deduction. Hanyi, the snow moon sword immortal, said, I also want to ask about the sword. She is a swordsman with an unparalleled obsession with swords. Jiangnan. Smiling expression, Hanyi, can you open the door for me? Jiang Luoshan. Cold clothes, be careful, this guy has impure intentions. Hanyi blushed and was also a bit conflicted, so naturally, the swordsmanship was still lively and straightforward during the on-site battle. But this is a man and I don't know much about him. It's not good to just open the door for someone. What if it's a bad person or someone from the cultivation world who can't stop, what should they do to harm their own world? Although this probability is not high. Some people can sense a lot when chatting in the group. Go to his house. It seems even worse. Hanyi, the snow moon sword immortal, said, I have a sword. I will use it at the end of the moon and in the morning of the flowers. Young master, give it a try to crack. Hanyi unleashed a perfect sword, and the rain of flowers fluttered in the sky, all with a fusion of sword intent. After watching the video in Jiangnan, it has to be said that the little fairy is well deserved. This temperament, this figure swordsmanship. Jiangnan understood it with just one thought, and after understanding it, there are naturally many ways to crack it. In addition, the upgraded version was also sent to Hanyi. Hanyi immediately became addicted, and with such a wonderful sword, she helped her perfect the moonlit sunset. This is the sunset of the moon and the morning of flowers. Every flower and leaf is a sword, a peerless sword that can be used for oneself and for oneself. The combination of human sword and human flower allows for teleportation and transformation of even body techniques. There are too many profound and wonderful aspects. Hanyi, the snow moon sword immortal, said, thank you very much, young master. I feel inferior to myself. Nangong Push said, I also want to compete, but my strength is not enough. My strength is the worst. She is still in the period of sedimentation and growth. Jiangnan said, you're not the worst. Now it's estimated that Jiang Luoshan is the worst. Jiang Luoshan. She's eating melons, why is she the worst? She hasn't practiced much yet, it seems like she's the worst. She didn't even pay attention, not to mention it. The world she is in is actually much more high-end than the martial arts world, and she is usually very casual. Not long after joining the group, I have been thinking about how to gain more benefits. She's the worst. Unfortunately, there seems to be no way to refute it. Jiangnan. Nangong, are you planning to go to Beiliang Tingqiao Pavilion, watch martial arts, and cultivate yourself? Nangong Push said, do you also know this, young master? Can I go, or can I succeed? Jiangnan. I suggest you don't go. On the other side of Beiliang, they are quite capable of deceiving people, and even enemies can deceive and sell their lives for them. This thing is called brainwashing. If you go, you definitely won't be able to escape this fate. Nangong Push said, there is always something to be gained, and if you can avenge your mother and embark on your own path of martial arts, there is nothing wrong with it. Jiangnan. Oh, you'll still be slept by a playboy and have to sacrifice your life for someone. Nangong Pushi said, On the path, the white-clad girl Nangong's servant stumbled and her pretty face turned red. What are these all about? Jiang Luoshan. Cluck. It's really fake. I love gossip the most. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward. Chapter 9. Nangong Servant, invest in it. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jiang Luoshan said, actually, there are already chat groups, and we can also communicate. There are some unnecessary sacrifices. Jiang Nan. What Jiang Luoshan said this time is quite right. Jiang Luoshan. Hehe, right. Do you think the 2 of us newcomers, singing together and deceiving the little girl? Jiang Nan. Although Nangong is younger than you, she looks better than you, has an outstanding temperament, and has a thinner waist than you. Jiang Luoshan. You have enough angry expression. Jiang Nan. Nangong is the number 1 beauty on their Jianghu Rouge list. Jiang Luoshan. I am still the national goddess of our world. How about I take a photo of you? Jiang Nan. Well, there can be. Duguchoshi. Hehe, I also want to see, just purely see what you're talking about in the modern world attire. Jiang Luoshan. I won't show you, cluck. Jiang Nan said, I mean, Nangong's experience in the martial arts world is not inferior to anyone else. She's not an easy little girl to deceive. It's just different from you guys, brother Duguxiong, who lack some accumulated experience. Jiang Nan said, alright, I have some ordinary martial arts here. I'll send them to you and you can take a look at them. It's the same. Nangong Push said, young master, I don't have many points. They traded before either on an equal footing or in exchange for points. My dear brothers are still calculating their accounts, and there must be basic rules. Jiang Nan. Little thing, no points needed. I said that I am from the world of cultivation, and these ordinary things are all miscellaneous studies that outsiders' miscellaneous disciples are bored with, and they are not very precious. Many may not necessarily have the top martial arts skills in your world. What's more valuable is that you happen to lack these precipitates. Nangong Push said, thank you so much, young master, for your blushing expression. She really needs to enrich herself and embark on her invincible path. For the sake of inner martial arts and revenge for her mother, she would rather go to Baoyang to become a swordsman. Now that there is an opportunity, the young master is still at ease, so naturally we need to seize it. I have also taken note of this gratitude. Jiang Luoshan. This guy is quite good at picking up girls. Jiang Nan. How could a good thing taste bad in your mouth? Woman, do you need it? Jiang Luoshan said, hehe, even if they like to joke, I want it too. Send me a copy as well. Duguchoshi. Hehe, young master, I want it too. Jiang Nan. Okay, there are all of them. Ordinary and ordinary martial arts, don't expect too much. The value lies in the abundance, and let's settle down more. Actually, for those of you who have reached the ultimate level of martial arts and land immortals, just take a look and stick to your own path. Nangong is still young and lacks these sediments. Jiang Nan. More advanced and better things, such as spiritual medicine, equipment, and supernatural powers, naturally need to be exchanged with points. Nangong Push said, thank you very much, young master. I will go to practice first. Nangong Push craves these things the most, she lacks them the most. Seeking defeat alone is invincible, and all martial arts in the world have passed. Zhang Sanfeng naturally understood that a lot had passed. Xiongba, Yingzheng and others are not lacking in martial arts. Li Hanyi is not lacking either, and the ancestor of the corpse is naturally not lacking. The little zombie is 200 years old. Jiang Luoshan is also the Miss Bodhi gene. The Nangong servants are the youngest and also the ones who lack these the most. Duguchoshi. Young master, it's my turn now. Guide and guide my sword. Jiang Nan. Come back, come back to play with you, have a drink, and have better on-site communication. Solitary pursuit of defeat has opened the door for him. Dugu Chioshi said, okay, I'm waiting for the young master. Jiang Nan. Lao Zhang, you need to take care of your injuries before we talk about it. The way of Tai Chi is very suitable for cultivating one's character and character. Zhang Sanfeng said, Infinite Heavenly Sovereign. Jiang Luoshan said, Young Master, it seems like you've given me some guidance. What about me? We still came together, shouldn't we be the closest? Jiang Nan. You don't want me to kiss either. Jiang Luoshan spat lightly and said he was a scumbag. Jiang Luoshan. A shy expression. Jiang Nan. We're not pure, so don't make that expression. Jiang Luoshan. You. In the luxurious room, Jiang Luo gritted his teeth, this guy is the most angry with her. Jiang Nan said, didn't I guide you? You almost fell asleep soon, and now there are variables. Be careful of exotic beasts. Jiang Luoshan said, why don't you go to die? Ha, young master, can you be fooled? Jiang Luoshan said, do you really know me? Where on earth did you travel? Jiang Nan. You know, do you need fortune telling? Smiling expression. You're a little rich woman, charge a fee. Jiang Luoshan. Let's talk about it first. Jiang Nan. Goddess of the nation, just graduated. Actually, her identity is Miss Bodhi Jean, so she shouldn't have been violated by any unwritten rules. While Jiang Luoshan was surprised, he also secretly gritted his teeth, knowing that this guy had nothing to say. She usually looks like a proud goddess, but in fact, she is also very rebellious. There is always a little servant named Xia Qinyu around her, who is very affectionate. Suspected to have a tendency towards lilies. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, Cluck, I don't know. Be careful, sisters. Nangong Push said, the smirk expression, received. Received, said Li Hanyi, the snow moon sword immortal Jiang Luoshan said, you guys. I was just enthusiastic and lively when I first arrived. I played with you guys and started bullying me. I'm not a lily, bah, no. Also, you should be careful of some guy who claims to be a cultivator, sleep with him or with me. Oh, I'm not a lily. You guys have made me dizzy. Jiang Luoshan said, didn't you just be instructed to practice and dive? The surrendering minister of Xianming's sect said, just take a quick glance, what if there is a red envelope? I really went to practice this time, you can do whatever you want. Jiang Luoshan said, Jiang Nan, if you keep talking nonsense, I won't finish with you. Jiang Nan. Smile, okay, say you ordered something good. Jiang Nan. The national goddess naturally has some beauty, at least her legs are very long. Jiang Luoshan. Humph. Jiang Nan said, I am also shrewd and capable. Don't be fooled by my youthful mindset, otherwise the Bodhi genes are so powerful that it's not easy to rise to power. The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, I understand. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward. Chapter 10. Me, Administrator. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jiang Luoshan gritted his teeth and said, is that a good thing? There are also surrendered officials. Didn't you go to practice? The surrendering minister of the Xianming sect said, with a playful expression, I am multitasking. Jiang Luoshan. Young master, don't talk about me anymore. Can you tell me what happened next? I don't have the strength, take precautions. Young master, you don't want the cute and beautiful me to have an accident, hehe. Jiang Nan. I'm not familiar with you again. Jiang Luoshan said, we've talked so much, don't you think we're familiar? Jiang Nan. You woman, be careful not to take too many photos. Jiang Luoshan said, they haven't exploded either. Oh, did their evolution martial arts videos explode before? Forget those old men, who is beautiful between the surrendered minister and the cold clothes. Xiong Ba. Dugu Choshi. I am a land immortal now, and some opportunities have a longer lifespan, not old. Jiang Nan. Are you provoking me? Jiang Nan said, I think girls are among the top beauties in their own world, equally matched and each with their own unique characteristics. If you want to rank, Jiang Luoshan, you should be the last. Damn it, Jiang Luoshan sat on the sofa and sprayed out a mouthful of red wine, not feeling proud anymore. This guy is sure to bully her. Jiang Nan. Don't be dissatisfied. Your strength is the lowest, not the temperament of invincible strength. At most, you still rely on the temperament of your family, different. When you become a master, you will know that this is an intangible blessing. Jiang Luoshan gritted his silver teeth and said, young master really knows how to speak. She not only ranks last, but also lacks strength and temperament. Wow, she's so angry. As a national goddess, I usually don't wear masks wherever I go, but I actually rank last here. Xianming's sect surrendered and said, Chat groups are becoming more and more interesting. Jiang Nan. Mount Song, a millennium-old temple, has many extraordinary features after the revival of the world's mutated spiritual energy. Zhang Sanfeng. Mount Song in Shaolin. Where is Wudong? Jiang Nan. Wudong is naturally similar, with a revival of spiritual energy, there are many extraordinary things. The so-called revival of spiritual energy means that one can also cultivate immortals in the lower realm. Dugu Choshi. Is it so satisfying? Jiang Nan. Opportunities are often more crises, not so simple. Zhang Sanfeng said, yes, it has always been like this since ancient times. Jiang Nan. Jiang Luo God, your Bodhi genes want to occupy the treasure land of Songshan, but it has already been occupied. Several primate creatures, exotic beasts, and beast kings are all very powerful. The disciples of Bodhi Gene Shakyamuni also suffered a great defeat and returned. Except for you, every family has coveted it, and all kinds of tycoons and such have suffered disastrous defeats. Your Bodhi genes are relatively good, the first to recognize the current situation and the first to retreat, resulting in less loss. Woman, if you join in the fun, be careful. Joining the chat group on your end, with additional opportunities, will also bring different variables. Don't really hang up. Jiang Luoshan. Really, I know. Hehe, thank you very much for reminding me, young master. Although the words may sound unpleasant, if they are true, she needs to be careful. Jiang Luoshan said, and then, who finally occupied Mount Song? Jiang Nan. Several apes, monkeys, and exotic beasts. They also established the Dalan temple there, promoting the existence of spirits and the lives of all beings, allowing both humans and exotic beasts to enter the realm of cultivation. Jiang Luoshan said, I don't know, do exotic beasts still open sections? Jiang Nan. Exotic beasts evolve into animal kings, with spiritual intelligence not inferior to humans. They are already considered demons, why not? These monkeys at least don't eat people much, they're pretty good, right? Jiang Luoshan said, young master, if I open the door for you, can you come and help me occupy it? Jiang Nan. Bride or dowry? Jiang Luoshan said, with a shy expression, hehe. I know you also like people. Will the young master come to help others? Jiang Nan. Free spare tire is fine, you think we'll harvest your crops? Jiang Luoshan said, young master, it's not impossible. Jiang Nan. Woman, open the door. Jiang Luoshan. Hehe, ha. I can't open it. The chat group caused a commotion, and Jiang Nan also went back. There are no fuel-efficient lights in the group, but he has a great advantage in the ancient world and has an incredible understanding. But the world of Jiangluo God cannot be underestimated. It's just his current strength in the Earth section, and it seems that he doesn't even rank high in the Life Spring realm over there. We need to improve as soon as possible. My understanding is contrary to heaven, and I have already realized many artistic concepts. Is there an improvement in strength, mainly due to a lack of resources? In the early stage, we can still use the essence of heaven and earth to directly break through. If only the essence of heaven and earth is left behind, it will become slower and slower. Either seek pure resources or slowly absorb the essence of heaven and earth. That's it. Jiangnan is also countless times faster than many people. The cultivators in this situation are all able to vaguely sense a little bit of the essence of heaven and earth. He can see it. Inside the room, Jiang Luo muttered to himself, "Is what this guy is saying true? Where exactly is the traveler? I don't believe it anymore. I will definitely dig out all the secrets for you and figure them out. There is no man that this girl can't handle yet." Little man, You said I'm Lily, you said I was being bitten by someone. I really want to bite you. Afterwards, she laughed again as she enjoyed challenging mysteries. Jiang Luo quickly stood up. I have received the news. On the other side of Mount Song, the master at home has indeed gone, and my father has also gone. The first wave was just a probe. I didn't deceive her. Jiang Luoshen quickly picked up the phone and dialed his father. Dad, it's me. Some things need to be explained. Also, is she going to take a look? She also said that she is the worst in the group and needs to practice well. Go out and sharpen it. These time groups are very active, and she has talked to everyone and become familiar with them. The world she is in may be more advanced, and her side is also a world of cultivation. It's just the beginning of spiritual revival. Mysterious guy, knows so much. What about hooking up? Ding, the task has been triggered and completed. Everyone in the group agrees or is grateful. Congratulations on obtaining the temporary administrator status. Jiangnan returned to his residence and the group news came, only he had it. Jiangnan surprise, has it really been completed? It's not in vain for him to work hard and liven up the water group. Why is it temporary? Jiangnan was dissatisfied. 3 things to do when reading. Read, collect, and reward.